So honestly, it's staggering to me to see how many people are hooked on some kind of opiate. I knew it was big, but something like 60 or 48,000 people died just on opiates. That's a lot more than this corona thing. But they don't talk much about it. And in California, they changed the laws, so now you got normal people, you know, wandering the streets looking for black, and they shouldn't be there. But their doctors are too scared to prescribe. Some people need that medicine. I I thought I needed it. Now I'm not so sure. I mean, there are probably days where I could use it, but I'm just too. I overdo everything, so I had to quit. And honestly, if it wasn't for getting kicked out of that methadone clinic, I'd probably still be on methadone to this day. And it was it started with Vicodin, then Percocet, then Oxy 20s, then 40s, then 80s, and then no more doctor. So I had to go to a methadone clinic. You know, Getting kicked out of there, and kicking methadone, that was the worst. I mean, I kicked Vicodin, I kicked Oxy. That Oxy was bad, but methadone, that was the worst by far. And I had to do it cold turkey. It was horrible. And it was probably a good month, before I felt somewhat okay. You'll never feel normal again. Normal's gone. Don't search for that normal feeling again, because you won't find it. It's just not there. But it took about a month, and I was off it, everything probably for 6 months, and then the cravings were the worst. And that's why I bring it up, because right now I'm at that 6 month phase, and I don't really have the cravings anymore. I don't think I'll touch pain pills again. I'm not saying I'm ever going to be drug free or a drug counselor or anything, but I just don't think pain pills. I don't really, it's like been there, done that. It was kind of like I went so long that chasing that shit that I just don't want to do it. But the methadone was easy because you would just take it in the morning, and then you didn't worry about it. It took me like a year to get take homes, because I was still pissed and dirty, even though I knew I couldn't get high. I was still taking those Roxy 30s and on methadone, wasting them, because the methadone blocks that shit, and you don't really feel nothing. But there are a couple of things that will help you with withdrawal if you really want to stop without everything. Clonidine and gabapentin together helped me. Kratom helped me. But you got to understand, it's not Vicodin, or it's not Oxy, it's not methadone. It's, give your body 3, 4, 5 to 6 days, and then you'll notice that the kratom or the gabapentin is starting to work. because it does work. I know for a fact. A lot of people say, "Oh no, that doesn't work," because they're expecting the high of an oxy or the high of a whatever, and you're not gonna get that unless you go find an oxy, But it will help with feeling like shit, because that's what everybody's so afraid of. That's what I was so afraid of for years. God, I'm not gonna feel normal ever again. God, I'm always gonna be sick, or I'm gonna be so sick, it's gonna be horrible. I can't stop, I gotta work, You give yourself every excuse in the world. And I kicked at work, I had no choice. And luckily I had some good dudes that, they let me kind of slouch off and not have to work too hard. But some, people always ask me, when am I gonna quit? When am I gonna quit? And it's like, well, when the fear of staying the same outweighs the fear of change, that's when you quit. Because you're so scared to be in that world, that same position. I fast forward 10 years, and do I really want to be coming here every month or every 2 weeks or whatever it is to get my juice? For the 5 to 7, I don't know how many years I spent there, but I was on opiates probably 15 years, functioning. Always got by, always chased them. I wish I would have chased. That doesn't matter. But what I'm trying to say is, there is a life after opiates, after methadone, after Oxycontin. And you can get there if you really want to. But you really, really have to want to. And if you gotta stay on methadone, if you gotta stay on Suboxone, that's what you gotta do. Everybody's different. But for me, I had to go. It was been there, done that, Time to move on to the next chapter. And I'm not fully moved on yet, but pretty damn close. Because the last couple years, I've only been taking like Percocets, and they'd only give you 4 days, so that'd run out in 2 weeks. And then so it wasn't really like I had to kick that hard. And it was kind of easy. I took Suboxone for a week, didn't like it, and just stopped. And I didn't have any withdrawal. I was taking gabapentin though, so I didn't really have any withdrawals or anything. No body aches, none of that. Just god awful stuff that gets just cringes every time I think about those days. Whoever's kicking right now, I feel for you, man. Just bear down though. Bear down. It's worth it. And if not, hey, take your methadone, drink your juice, and stay off of that other shit. Nos vemos.